sure to check out Ageless Geeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective Clown Prince of Crime Edition Joker. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So we do get the basic style box when it comes to Mezco's 112 regular releases. So on the front and slipcover here on the top does say the Joker Clown Prince of Crime Edition. On the center says the Joker. On the bottom says 112 Collective Post-Play Display and DC. And then on the bottom of the actual box here we do get the warning and blah 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 stuff nobody cares about. Then here's the top of the box. And then the one side of the slipcover, which is the same thing on the other side. Pretty cool how we have a bunch of ha-ha-has and then the J symbol. Then the back of the box here we do get a bunch of promo images along with all of the accessories included with the figure. Then you can remove the slipcover here, and then we do have the window displaying the figure and all of the accessories. And then the sides of the box is 112 Collective. The back we do get the giant Mezco Toyz logo of Gomez. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure to take a closer look at this really cool, unique, stylized looking version of Joker, and it looks like he's missing one of his knives. It better not be missing, Mezco. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Mezco did a kick-ass job with this Joker. When I saw it in the promo images at first, I didn't really care too much for it, but now having it in hand, it is a Joker figure I really do dig a lot. Now the head sculpts here I think look pretty good. This one I like a lot more compared to the other one. The other one I thought I was going to like more, but I really don't like it at all. But this one does have a very menacing Joker look to it with the crazy smile. I like the way the hair looks, how it's shaved on the side, slicked back on the top there. We have the red on the lips there. We got the yellowish looking teeth, the green eyes as well, and we have like sculpted wrinkles on his cheeks, on his forehead and everything, which look pretty cool. And then we do get the pale white skin tone as well, and I like the shading in the ears. But the hair turned out really nice too. Very nice paint and sculpt on it, and I like the black wash that they added on the top as well. And then for the cloth clothing, I think they did an awesome job with it. The only issue with mine is the purple dress shirt was put on a bit crooked, so that's kind of annoying my OCD. But I love the orange vest, the pattern that's on it. I think that looks pretty cool. We get the buttons on there as well. The stitching's very nice and clean all throughout the cloth clothing as well. And I do like the back also. That looks pretty cool. And I do like the purple dress shirt as well. And I really do like Mezco's take on this version of the Joker. I don't believe it's like comic book accurate or anything. It's like their own little design. It's still Joker-like, but it has a unique look to it, which is something I really do like. Then we do get the pale white Joker arms, and yes, they are the single jointed elbows, which I'm not too happy about, but that's the route they seem to keep on going with their Joker figures. And then we do get his cool belt here with the sheaths or the holsters for his curved knives there. The belt buckle looks pretty cool. I like all these spikes on the belt. I think that looks dope. And then we do get the suspenders here as well, which is like an elastic type of material there, but they did a good job with the suspenders. So pretty cool looking belt there. And then we do get like the pinstripe pants, which look pretty cool, pink and black, as you can see there. Has a little bit of bagginess to it, as you can see, mostly around the knees and the lower legs there. But the pants turned out pretty cool actually, and it's very Jokery, you know what I mean? And then the boots look dope. Really great job with the boots. I love the way the laces look, how they're like wrapped around the mid boot right there. And I like how you could see the like stitching all throughout the boots. Beautiful tiny sculpt detail on that. That looks great, and the paint looks sick on it too. And on the bottom of them, we got some incredibly great sculpted treads with some peg holes. So overall, I think Mezco did a kick-ass job with this Joker, and they're doing great jobs every time they give us a Joker figure. Yeah, the body could have better articulation, but they are still some really nice figures, and I can't be any more happy with how the cloth clothing and detail turned out. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we had a decent amount of stuff included with this Clown Prince of Crime Joker. So what we do get first and foremost, we do get the Mezco bag, of course, in case you want to store your accessories in here. And then we do get the Mezco stand. So we do have the base that just says ha 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 all over in green. We do have the peg in case you want to peg the figure onto the base. Then we do get the rest of the stand, the arm and the clamp, and if you want to use it, you gotta unpeg the peg from the bottom and then peg the stand in. And it does have the basic Mezco stand articulation, so we do get that stuff. And then we do get 2 interchangeable heads. Then starting on the left, we do get the teeth smiling hair slicked back hair sculpt, and that's the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging, and that is definitely my favorite out of the two. They did a great job with both of them, but the one on the left I feel like is so much better compared to the one on the right. And then the one on the right is another smiling, but it's more like a smirking, smiling type face sculpt, and the hair is all messy as well, and they did a great job with it. I just don't really like the look of it on the figure. The left one I do like a lot more. It looks much better on the figure there, but Mezco did a fantastic job with the paint and the sculpt work on both alternate heads, and it's very easy to swap them. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And swapping the heads on this Joker is basic when it comes to Mezco Joker figures, so all you gotta do is pull up on the head, it pops right off the joint, take the other head sculpt, push down on the joint until you hear the pop. Well, that didn't pop, but it is on the joint there, and like I said, I don't really like the way this one looks on the body. This one I think looks much better, and if you really wanted to, you can use the other Mezco Joker accessories with this figure, like the head sculpts and the weapons, because they are pretty much the same figure underneath the cloth clothing, and these head sculpts look pretty cool on this body as well, but I do prefer this one right here. So we do get the 2 interchangeable head sculpts. And then we also get a bomb bear, 2 knives, a gun with 2 magazines. We do get a gun effect and his cane. So we do have the bomb bear here, and this is probably one of the coolest accessories with the figure here. We have a bunch of dynamite sticks strapped together around the teddy bear, all taped up onto it with the clock on it to tick down for when it's going to explode. And I believe that's C4 strapped on the back of the teddy bear right there. But I mean, they did a fantastic job with everything on here. The paint's nice and crisp. The sculpt looks fantastic. It looks like a real teddy bear. We have an eye missing from it, a hole on the side of the teddy bear's head. You can see all where the stitching is on the teddy bear. So just nice job on the teddy bear alone. And then the dynamite sticks and the C4, I'm guessing, and the tape and everything look pretty cool too. You can see all the wiring and everything in there as well. So really cool looking accessory here. So we do get that. And then we do get his cane, which is another one of my favorite accessories. I like how we have the skull on the top right there. That looks dope. Really cool looking. They added like a black wash on it, which looks cool. But it's just a pretty basic looking cane, but it's a dope accessory to add with really any Joker figure, and he does grip onto that fine with his gripping hands. Then we do get his 2 knives here, and these are these curved knives. I forgot what they're called exactly, but they did a nice job with them. The handle's really small though, but very cool looking knives there. I like the silver paint that they chose, and you can sheath them on the knife sheaths on the Joker's belt. So we get those. Then we do get the machine gun with the 2 magazines here, and they did paint it green and purple. And we have the grips black. Well, the sculpt of it turned out really cool too, and it does have the hull, so you can insert the gun blast effect, and he does grip onto this perfectly fine. And then of course we do get the gun blast effect here, which looks really cool. I always love the way they do their blast effects for the guns. You see the bullets sculpted and painted on the end right there, and I do like the translucent plastic, how it goes more clear, and then the more it goes to where it's at the barrel of the gun, it's a lot bigger and more yellow, as you can see. Very nice sculpt on it as well. There's the peg right there, and all you do is just peg that into the barrel of the gun right there, and it just looks like he's shooting like crazy. Yeah, and be careful, because these can break very easily. They're such tiny pegs, and you can remove the magazine. We have the bullet sculpted and painted on the top as well, and as you see, we have the extra one there also. So we do get all that awesome stuff, and let me show you how to holster his knives quickly. And the way you sheath the knives is pretty easy. All you do is just slide them right in the knife sheaths here, and then there you go, as simple as that. The detail on those sheaths looks so awesome though, but I like the way that looks once you have them sheathed up there. So we do get that stuff, and then we finally get 7 alternate hands. And starting on the top right here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging, and all the hands are extremely simple to swap out. And then next to those, we do get a pair of gripping hands, and these are mainly meant for his knives. You can also use it for him to grip onto his cane as well. And then on the bottom here, we do get one right trigger finger hand and then a left gripping hand, and this gripping hand is also meant for him to grip onto the cane. And then finally we do get one right open type hand, and I do wish they gave us a pair of these hands right here and a pair of trigger finger hands. I don't like when they just give us one of a specific type of hand. I would prefer a pair of them, you know what I mean? But they did do a fantastic job with the paint sculpt work on all 7 hands, and I do like the gloves that he's wearing on his hands too. I think they look pretty damn cool. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Joker. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now, for the height of the clown prince of crime, to the very top of his hair, it looks like he's a little bit over 6.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to some other jokery jokers. So we do have the Mezco 112 DX Joker, the SH Figure Arts, the Dark Knight Joker, the Mephex Suicide Squad Joker, and the Mephex 2.0 / Interrogation Scene Joker. And then here he is compared to the Mezco 112 Silver Knight Batman, the Mezco 112 Vigilante Suit Daredevil, the SH Figure Arts Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, and the DC Collectibles Icons Harley Quinn. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Smoke, the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mephex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and we do get the basic Mezco 112 Joker articulation, which isn't the best and definitely could be a little bit better. So we do just get the single joint at the neck here, but it does move where it connects into the body and where it connects into the head. So I guess it's kind of like 2 joints at the neck, but the Joker's head moves forward and back that much, so you can get him to look down about that much. Then he looks up about that much. You do get pretty good pivot there. And then it also does swivel as well. I believe it's a barbell type joint, so you can get a little more movement out of it and compared to it just being a single joint, you know what I mean? Now the torso here, we do get a point of articulation at the torso and at the waist, so you can get Joker to crunch forward about that much. Goes back. Well, with both joints, he goes back that much, which is actually really good. In both joints, he goes forward about that much, which really isn't too bad either. Then you do get a pretty good pivot at the torso there. The joint's just very tight. As you can see, I'm having difficulty moving it. Then you do get the swivel at the torso. The waist goes forward and back a little bit. Tiny bit of pivot, and then very slight swivel, or my joint's just really tight. And then this is where the articulation also is pretty bad, not just at the neck but at the arms here. So we don't get really any type of movement at the shoulder, so the arms go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. They do go up and down. No bicep swivel. You will have to use it at the shoulder or at the single jointed elbow, and the single jointed elbow just makes it a little past 90 degrees, and it does swivel there as well. Then at the wrists, we do get the ball hinge, so it does swivel and then hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, and also the sheaths for the knives or the holsters for the knives can swivel. I thought that was pretty cool that they added that on there. But the legs here, the Joker can kick forward about 90 degrees, which is definitely good. Goes to the back a little more than 45 degrees. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it. And he really can't because of the cloth pants, of course, but moving one leg out to the side, it's a little shy of 90 degrees, so you can get the legs out to the sides decently. Then we do get the upper thigh or hip swivel there. We do have double jointed knees, so that is definitely a big plus, and they pretty much go back all the way. And then the boot does swivel where it connects into the figure. Then we do get the swivel at the ankle, hinges up tiny bit at the ankle, hinges down really good actually, and then you get a pretty good ankle pivot right there. And there's no toe hinge because we don't get them on Mezco figures, but overall, for it being not one of Mezco's better articulated figures, he still does have decent movement. I wish they would get rid of those single jointed elbows because they really do hinder a lot of articulation, and we need bicep swivel on these figures as well with these single jointed elbows. But overall, you'll be able to get them in some pretty good clown prince of crime like poses, and I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Clown Prince of Crime Joker. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks, so you can check over at their website at agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find it on there, I do recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Clown Prince of Crime, Adido Utamayewa. So on the front of the slipcover here on the top does say the Joker Clown Prince of Crime Edition. On the center does say the Joker, the Mezco 112 DX Joker. The one on the right is more of like a smirking, smiling type face. And it looks really good, the sculpt. Damn you!